How's it going, everybody? Welcome back. This is TC once again. All you comic fans and Star Trek lovers might get a kick out of this. These are, this is the second. I finally found this. This was a 4 volume set. I did the first video quite a long time ago, and I couldn't find the box that the other three were in. Uh, I finally found them the other day, yesterday, matter of fact, and they were underneath the boxes I have of my Irwin Allen stuff, paperbacks and stuff like that. Anyway, these are the Enterprise logs. This is number 2, which covers, as you can see here, the original Gold Key Star Trek 9 through 17 issues. There's some of the titles. This, as you can see, is a little bit beat up, but it's in readable condition, which is why I got them. I didn't have any intention on selling these unless I particularly want to. They're nice, decent, readable copies, uh, and they were less than 20 bucks, so I couldn't beat that. So here we go. What I'm going to do is I'll show maybe one or two of the issues, and then I'll just skip through the rest of it, just so the video isn't 25, 30 minutes long. So here we go. What we've got here, I like to cut this thing here. It says Golden Press is who made this. Racine, Wisconsin. Huh. This one came out in 76, it says here. You can see it on this page. Right here, 76. 70, 71, 2, and 6 is what it's covering, the issues from Volume 1, and this is Volume 2. Here's the titles of the issues, the originals. Page numbers, all that good thing. Legacy of Lazarus. Okay. I haven't gotten around to reading all these yet. Boy, look at the ears on Spock here. Pretty exaggerated. I believe that's how it was in the early issues. They gave him, whoever the artists were in this, gave him pretty prominent points on those ears. This apparently is a history deal. I haven't read this one, so. Part 2, Legacy of Lazarus. There's another good look at them ears. One of them. Another shot. Scepter of the Sun. That's pretty cool. Stone come to life, I guess. There's another good one. That looks similar to, oh, I forget the name. Character in a different comic. Must be the same artist or something. Huh. Scepter of the Sun, Part 2. So some of these are 2 parts. The ones I remember on the Star Trek Gold Key were usually one self-contained issues, just one story per issue, but apparently some of these early ones were double, 2 and 3 parts, at least 2 parts anyway. The Brain Shockers. Of course, if you want to read some of this, you can, just like before with the other ones that I do, the scripts. You can pause it to read it if you need to. If it's in focus, I hope it is. I got most of it on the screen, or on the frame here. Okay. I'll have to look and see if this gave credit. Let's see. To the artists. Yeah, I don't see it. Too bad. I have no idea who did the art for these comics. They're probably on the originals, but a lot of the Gold Keys did not tell you who the artists were. They tell you who the cover painting was, but not the interior. At least from what I remember. Boy, those ears are. Jeez. Well, there's a BEM if I've ever seen one. Anybody who knows what that means, it's kind of an inside joke among Star Trek fans, and especially the animated series. BEM, that was the name of one of the characters, but that's not what it means. Wasn't his name. It's initials. But that fits the T right there. Anybody want to know, just ask me in the comments. A little incentive there. Flight of the Buccaneer, that's kind of cool. Pirates and Star Trek. Like I say, I want to skip right through this because I don't want to take too long here. There's another part 2, Flight of the Buccaneer. I don't remember any two-parters though. That's weird. That's because I've only got the oldest issue I've got of this. I think my uncle gave it to me years ago, and it was in pretty bad condition. I think it was number 3 in one of the photo covers. Most of the ones I got were starting at issue 30-something or 40-something until, I don't know, the high 60s, I think, or whenever they discontinued it. In the mid to late 70s. I used to be able to go to Kmart, and Kmart would have like a 3-pack of comics, and sometimes they would have these in a 3-pack, and that's how I got most of mine. Like $1.50 or $2 for 3 comics back then. Not even that, I don't think. I think it was $1.99. There's Sulu. I got a pretty cool comic, or not comic, but a script I'm waiting for in the mail. Autographed by one of the originals. When I get it, I'll do a bid for it. Dr. McCoy wearing green. That's kind of odd. They screwed up the color there, I think. They got Spock right, but they got McCoy and Kirk in green. Must have been a different colorist on this issue. Kind of hard to believe it back then. Nobody knew the colors of these uniforms, especially when it was doing so good in reruns in the mid-70s. Well, early 70s when this came out. First 17-ish, 9 through 17, so it was. The Enterprise Mutiny Part 2, another one. I'm beginning to think that they broke these single issues into two parts, but I could be wrong. Just for this, because I just don't recall. It's almost like every story is a 2-parter in this. There's part, yeah, that's what they've done, because here's Museum at the End of Time, and that's part 1. So I think they broke each issue down into 2 parts for this collection. Huh. I didn't notice that in the first one. That's cool. Like a Cloud City. Part 2. And we still got the green uniforms. Looks like they might have toned down the ears just a little bit. They still got pretty good prominent points on them. Yeah, they hadn't done. As soon as I say that, I see the big ears. Oh, here we got Day of the Inquisitors. Okay, another period type piece. Part 1. Somewhere, if I can ever find it, I'll do the, I don't recall what they were called, but they were little film slides that went in this little black and red viewer. that you could get at the grocery stores for like $1.99 with a couple of the film strips. And the ones I've got are like the first 2 issues, I believe, of the of this Gold Key comic. Those came out in the early to mid 70s, I think. At least the ones I got, that's when they came out. They had one for Land of Giants, but I never got it. I wish I had now. Part 2. Even Scotty's wearing green. Huh, that's unusual. Maybe in the next book they'll be different as far as the color. Now they've got him in red here. Cosmic Caveman Part 1. And they've got the colors right here. Huh. Must have just been a different colorist. Didn't know what the colors were supposed to be. Oh, that's different. Mr. Spock as a statue. Huh. Wow. There's Part 2. Oh, that's interesting. I need to read this one. Okay, last couple pages here. And there it is, the end. And the back cover. Didn't show that at first, I should have. A little closer so you can see it. Enterprise Logs Volume 2, and it tells you all about it. So, there you have it. Enterprise Logs Volume 2 by Golden Press, $1.95, 1972. Or, was that what it was, 72? Let me look again, make sure. 75. That's the latest date, 75. Alright, y'all take care. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll do the other 2 in a little while. And leave a comment later.